Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, November 20th, 2019. This was an interesting start of the episode. This was a very interesting start of the episode. So let's better get going. Let's grab the torches as well as the bed. Well, let's get rid of the bones and grab the bed and continue on. Ooh, hi. And continue on with the expedition. Unfortunately, we are running right away into those nasty pillager guys and this nasty little Zend zombie. Yeah, there. Creeper, pillager. Oh no, this guy already saw me. That's bad. Hey, you. I can shoot arrows too. I can shoot some arrows too. Rawr. Alright. Let's just push through here and try to avoid them. I don't want to be shot again. That's always bad. Hi. Serpentine, serpentine. Ugh. Run into the forest. Run into the forest. Ah. Alright. Let's hide. Run through the trees. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Ugh. Alright. Oh no, there's still one after us. Ooh. And two after. Ah, yeah. Shoot each other. That's fine. Alright, I think we just have to deal with those two guys. Ow. Alright. That was easy. Was easier than I anticipated. Let's grab all the XP and yeah, move on to new and hopefully beautiful places. Should be good, should be very nice. Moving on was also the topic of the day on a Monday, because on Monday we have been on a road trip. A few colleagues and I had to give a demo at a small little in-house conference of a large company. And yeah, we had to get there. We had to get there in the morning. So we met up on Sunday afternoon to load the car, to get everything we need into the car that we can start early on Monday morning. Because I already expected this day to be quite stressful, I decided, hey, let's get up half an hour earlier than normal and do a quick morning run just to get in some sports and to be more relaxed and not so stressed over the course of the day and so on. So yeah, that's what I did, and it was quite interesting that there were already so many cars out there at 5:30 in the morning. I wasn't expecting that so many people are already commuting to work at this time. But, well, many is a little bit exaggerated. It were just a few, but still it was surprising how many people were out there at this time. So this was cool. It was really nice to do this kind of run. And of course it was in the darkness. I mean, 5:30 in the morning, that's during winter time, just dark, but that's all right. I still had my fun, really enjoyed this run. It was a beautiful morning run. And yeah, then I had to head for the university. We met at 7:30 and started our journey. It should have been just a 1.5 hour long drive or so. But obviously, when you have to get to a certain location at a certain time, there has to be a traffic jam. And yeah, this happened to us. So, okay, I think some new terrain is being generated. Minecraft, please, calm down. Right, Minecraft has calmed down, that's good. So, yeah, we were stuck for half an hour, 45 minutes. It was some time because there was an accident, and so the autobahn was blocked, and yeah, was just bad. The good thing was we had some nice conversation in our car, so it was good. It was alright. And yeah, we finally arrived at the venue, unloaded the car, put everything into the room that was booked for us, and started to set everything up, which worked quite well. Everything in general worked out quite well, so everyone knew what to do. And the interesting thing was, at least to me, that I was there just to be the lead of the group, because apparently I'm moving up to the more senior ranks or so, so people start to trust me that I can represent my research group or so at such a... Ooh, some surface iron. Let's just grab it. And some surface zombie. That's not so good. No, you don't. No, you don't. Ooh, dear. Some more surface zombies. A lot of surface zombies. Ooh, too many surface zombies. Go away. Ooh, and some more surface iron. That's cool. Let's get all the surface iron. Yeah, so for some reason was the lead of the group, so my job just was to answer potential questions, if there would have been any, and to make sure that everything works alright. So was good. Had my fun with it. Why, I will explain you in just a bit. But first, let's discuss the rest of the... Oh dear, spooky noises of the morning. Yeah, we set everything up, and on Friday we asked them, will there be some food for lunch? And they said yes, there will be some food for lunch. On Monday they came to us again and apologized because there was no lunch. So we had to venture out into the town, to the center of the city. Luckily, the venue was directly in the center of the city, more or less. It would have been really bad when it would have been in the outskirts where nothing is. No bar, no restaurant, nothing. So yeah, we ventured out. Unfortunately, at the time as we left the venue, so it was I think 1 p.m. or so, it was school's end, and all the pupils were running around and were in the bakeries and bars and snack bars, and they were everywhere. So we were searching for quite some time to find an empty and calm space where we could enjoy some food, and luckily we found something. So after having had some food, we returned to the venue and got ready for the start of the demo. The demo was from 3 to 6 p.m. And since this was an in-house conference of the large company, they basically made this demo tour as an event. So people had to sign up for it and were assigned to some smaller groups. So they arrived with groups of, I think, 10 to 20 people, which was good. This was a nice size, because if they would have arrived with too many people at once, it would have been really tough to show them everything and to, give them a good presentation of our work. The only downside was a bit because, due to the fact that it was an in-house conference, they wanted to have those demos also as some kind of way to inspire their employees. And I mean, there's still the chance that some of them thinks, hey, that's a cool thing, I want to collaborate with them. But for us, the main incentive was to go there to, try to find some ways to collaborate with them, to maybe get some funding or so. So this would have been really cool. We will see. We will see if something sticks to the wall or if it was basically for nothing or so. We will see. We will see what comes out of this. Would be cool when there would be some benefit from this demo tour. But yeah, so each group stayed there for half an hour. And since I had no own demo, I was just greeting them and was standing ready in case someone had a question or so. And since I always gave a very enthusiastic welcome speech, a colleague of mine always asked me if he should try to initialize some kind of applause at the end of my speech or so. But no, please no applause. I just tried my very best to make it entertaining and as funny as possible to, that our customers, that our visitors and participants had a good experience. So yeah, the usual thing I do here in the coffee breaks. Oh man, what, my bed is too far away. So yeah, after the end, at 6 p.m. after the demo ended, we immediately took everything down and put it back into the car to start our journey back home. And we arrived there at 8:30 or so. There, obviously, we had to unload the car again and set up everything again because the computers and our hardware is used for teaching or other research projects which could have been needed in the morning. So yeah, lots of work. In the end, it was a 13-hour day, so was a long day. Was a long day indeed. But the good thing was, although it was stressful, that we were somewhere else. It mixed up a little bit the day, or the normal routine. So not being in the office, but instead, going somewhere else, going to different places to do something else. So this was at least a nice mixture, or it mixed up a little bit this week, I guess. The downside was on Monday, I of course had the worst of 2 days of emails in my account, so had to go through the emails and continue to, very good. And continue to work on the paper because, as you know, it's currently once again paper season, so deadline is coming up and there were a few things to be improved, but now I would say the paper is ready, so that's good. The downside of it is I am available for my colleagues. Of course, I enjoy helping them. I mean, I always have a lot of fun and I just like to help them, inspire them, give them new ideas, and they are more successful or have a higher self-confidence or whatever. But though now I need to help them with their papers because they ask me, hey, can you look at it? Can you give me some advice here and there? Which is a cool thing, but the weird thing about it is my advisor I'm not quite sure if it never crossed his mind to officially say that I could help them or so. They are just coming on their own to me, which is a cool thing, which is a nice feeling. But it's also a weird feeling suddenly trying to help my friends writing papers. So that's cool. I was also quite happy as I helped one of my friends last week with his introduction to a paper, and he received some positive feedback from our professor that the introduction would be well structured. So I was happy. I was happy that I could have helped him, especially since introduction is one of the important things. You have to get very, very spot on in your paper because that's often the only thing reviewers read. At least that's my impression of the review process. And yeah, so that's cool. That's very nice, but also busy, very busy. So was once again running from thing to thing, trying to make my way through my emails, do other important things, and help them out as much as possible. Also had to do teaching. So yeah, was a crazy day. But on the other hand, that's everything that happened since the last episode, which is a little bit sad. Well, not really sad. I mean, there can't be amazing news every time, but on the other hand, I like to discuss cool things, nice things, exciting things with you. And like today, sometimes there isn't so much to talk about, or so, which is really sad. And that's where the usual this forest has been burnt down, thanks to this lava situation over there. Yeah, I can just do the normal appeal, the normal call for contributions. Please submit a question, ask a topic, do something we can discuss here, so we can make this coffee break experience a little bit more, well, like a collaborative experience, like a two-way communication, just a one-way communication, because this really helps me out a great deal when we walk here along. And sometimes, as you know, I do have a lot of things to talk about. Sometimes, like today, well, there's nothing. And yeah. Speaking of the coffee break, recently I was thinking a little bit about the structure of it, and a little bit more about the fact of giving it to someone I know in person, but where it's still everything in the process of getting to know each other a little bit more. So basically, someone I started to talk with 1.5 weeks ago or so. We both are interested in Let's Plays and computer games and so on. So at some point I talked about that I also do Let's Plays, and yeah, I mean, it would be the normal thing, basically, I guess, to just share the YouTube channel. However, considering the fact that if you watch this coffee break series, I mean, I intended it to be that way, that when you watch it, that it's really having a personal touch, that you can really learn about me, learn about my thoughts, opinions, feelings, attitudes, whatnot. I think that's a cool thing, because not only that I do have an archive of all the things I experienced and what I thought about a certain thing at this time, it also a little bit defines me. Well, it does not define me, but it describes me. It shows other people who I am, which is a cool thing. And of course, you as my viewers could meet at a convention someday or so. I mean, you never know. But it's still a different thing, because it's not really like that I can really get to know you. I, of course, would like to know more about you. I would be highly interested in it, but it's more like, okay, you, by just watching this, can learn so much about me. But the more you, well, with every episode you watch, basically, you learn more about me. But I stay at the same level. So basically, if I would give her the YouTube channel, she would know so much more about me, and I wouldn't know any more information about her at the same time. So this would, I guess, create and cause some kind of imbalance in this entire process of learning more about someone. And I'm not quite sure. Would this I mean, the next this is really an interesting question, because at the same time, the person you know in reality would already know your real person, your real personality to a certain degree. But so would it be I think it would be a more accurate picture of someone if you would do that. I'm really, it's really a weird thing. What would do this? Would it be beneficial to learn someone, or is it more weird because there's this imbalance, and the one who is watching the videos knows so much more about the person than the other person that is creating the videos and does not have this kind of knowledge gain at the same time. So in the end, the one person would think quite differently about someone than the other, maybe. I don't know. It's really twisting my brain, and I'm not quite sure what I really should think about it. I mean, it's weird. It's very weird, but also interesting to consider. And I would be interested, what would you think about it? I mean, would it cause really a huge imbalance, or would it not? How much can you learn about someone by watching those YouTube videos? I mean, some of you know me for more than 100 episodes, more than several hundred episodes or so. Maybe I do have even a viewer, I'm not quite sure if this ever happened, but who has watched all of those 531, I think this is episode 531 episodes, and is there from the beginning, or has rewatched or has watched all the episodes in the archive. Ooh, dear creeper guy. In the archive. This one might know a lot about me. But if you just watch a couple of episodes, will this really cause some kind of imbalance, or would this just create maybe an awkward situation, an awkward view on a person, because you just, especially in this case of the coffee break, you just hear about a few certain events that happened recently, and just from a single perspective. So basically you just know a small little more detail about a person. I find it complicated. I find those things very complicated. I find them very interesting to discuss and to think about it, but I can't really come to a good answer. And that's basically where I like to ask you, what do you think? How much can you learn about a person by watching these Let's Plays? Yeah, I don't know. Would be interesting to hear from you. So in this case, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will be joining me next time. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!